Second graders, today we're going to be working on continuing to elaborate on our writing. We've been writing informational books, which teach information, true facts, real information about a topic that we know a lot about. Today we're going to learn about another way we can add more information and elaborate on our topic. The other day we learned about adding more details and more information. Today we're going to talk about using craft words. Those are those expert words about a topic that we know. So I want you to think, what are some expert words that shows you're an expert on the topic? If I'm talking about animals, I'm not going to say the animals blend in. If I'm an expert on a topic, I'm going to say the animals can camouflage. I know what the word camouflage is, and I can explain what camouflage means. Sometimes you can use those expert words and show you understand what the words mean in a glossary by writing the word with a definition. Other times you can add it in your book, in the sentences, and today we're going to think about, can I make sure I'm adding those kinds of words into my writing? So let's check out our new checklist. Today we're going to talk about craft, which means using strong words. So if I'm going to be using strong words, those are words that show I'm an expert on the topic. This picture is showing that they're an expert about sports. So the words that they use are offensive, tournament, athletes, and defensive. When we think about craft words, we're thinking, do we have keywords or bold words? Do we have diagrams and labels that show the parts of what we're teaching about? Do we have definitions which tell what the word means? And can you explain keywords in the chapters for readers? So let's see what a good second grade example looks like. Take care of your bulldog. You should walk your bulldog every day. For example, you need to make sure your bulldog gets lots of exercise. Another thing you need to do is brush its coat and its teeth to keep it looking nice. Notice they use exercise as a word instead of walking or running or going outside. They're talking about exercise. Think about, could you explain what exercise is? Thinking about coat. We're not thinking about a coat like a jacket. And the author didn't say fur, but they're really using some words that show they're an expert on the topic. So let's see what this looks like in our school book that we've been working on. When I look at this page, my chapter is about reading. So I'm thinking, what is reading? Right now, I'm not sure that I explain what reading is. It says reading is important for learning new things. You can learn how to read tricky words. Another reason reading is important is because you can learn to understand the words you read. Now, there's some words that I already know about reading because I'm an expert. So I know reading is when you can read words on a page and understand what they mean. So when I look, I can make reading a bold word by just making it a little darker and making the lines really pop out. And that's telling my readers, this is an important word. I know because we are readers that when we're talking about how you read and breaking apart words, that's called decoding. So I know if I can add in the word decoding, I could add it in here where it says you can learn how to read tricky words. What I can do is I can just add in a sentence and I'm revising. So this is called decoding. And what I did is I drew an arrow where I want to add it. So I can just make this word a little bit darker, and that shows that this is a bold word. I can add in more. I can add in more different words that show I'm an expert. I could talk about when you understand the words you read and you understand the information you learned, I know that's called comprehension. So when you have good comprehension skills, you can teach somebody and understand what you just read. I can add that in. So it says, another reason reading is important is because you can learn how to understand the words you read. I could say, this is called comprehension. And again, I can make that a bold word. So if I have a glossary, I can add it into my glossary with the definition. Notice with our checklist, I am right now explaining keywords in the chapters for readers. I have definitions in my chapters, but I could also put it into a glossary. I could draw a diagram and label my book. If I want to show what nonfiction comprehension is, maybe I add in a diagram about text features. But you can see I can choose what is going to make each one of my chapters better. I don't have to use the same strategies on every chapter. I can choose what is best for this chapter, what is best for this chapter. So as you're writing, friends, I want you to think, are you using expert words? Are you showing that you know a lot about the topic? If not, see how you can add in that information to show you're really an expert. See you later.